The Magic Potion. Creating a Magical Potion. Part 1. The Discovery. In a small village surrounded by thick forests and tall mountains, lived a young girl named Lily. Lily was curious and loved exploring the woods near her home. She often found interesting plants, colorful rocks, and small animals. But one day, she found something very special. Lily was walking deeper into the forest than she had ever been before. The trees were taller and the air was cooler. She came across an old, abandoned cottage. It looked like no one had been there for many years. The door was slightly open, and Lily, being brave and curious, decided to go inside. The cottage was filled with dust and cobwebs. Old books and papers were scattered everywhere. In the center of the room, there was a large wooden table with bottles of strange liquids, dried plants, and a big, old book. The book was titled The Secrets of Potions. Lily carefully opened the book. The pages were yellow and fragile. She read about different kinds of potions. Potions to make you stronger, potions to make you invisible, and even potions to help you talk to animals. But one page caught her eye. It was about a magical potion that could make your dreams come true. The ingredients for the potion were very special. It required the petals of a rare flower called the moon blossom, a drop of water from the fairy springs, and a pinch of stardust. The instructions were clear, but seemed difficult to follow. Lily knew she had to try. Lily decided to start her adventure the next morning. She packed some food, a map, and a small bag to collect the ingredients. As the sun rose, she set out on her journey, feeling excited and a little scared. First, she needed to find the moon blossom. According to the book, the moon blossom only bloomed at night under the light of the full moon. Lily knew there was a field near the top of the mountain where the moon blossoms grew. She had to climb the mountain and wait for nightfall. The climb was long and tiring. Lily climbed over rocks, walked through thick bush, and crossed small streams. By the time she reached the top, the sun was setting. She found the field of moon blossoms. The flowers were closed, waiting for the moon. As the moon rose, the flowers slowly opened, revealing their beautiful, glowing petals. Lily carefully picked a few petals, making sure not to harm the plants. She put them in her bag and looked at the next ingredient. The next morning, Lily started her journey to find the fairy springs. The book said the springs were hidden deep in the forest, guarded by fairies. The water from the springs was very special, and only the kind-hearted could find it. Lily walked for hours, following the directions in the book. She came across a small, sparkling stream. She followed it, hoping it would lead her to the fairy springs. As she walked, she heard soft music and laughter. She knew she was close. Finally, she saw the fairy springs. The water was crystal clear, and tiny fairies danced above it. Lily approached the springs slowly. The fairies noticed her and stopped dancing. One of them, with bright wings and a kind smile, flew closer to Lily. "Who are you?" the fairy asked. "My name is Lily," she replied. "I need a drop of water from the fairy springs to make a magical potion." The fairy looked at Lily and saw the kindness in her eyes. "You may take some water," the fairy said, "but remember, use it wisely." Lily thanked the fairy and carefully filled a small bottle with the water. She put the bottle in her bag, feeling grateful and happy. The last ingredient was stardust. According to the book, stardust could be found in the highest places, where the stars seemed to touch the earth. Lily remembered a high hill near her village where people said the stars were very close. Lily hurried back to her village and climbed the hill as night fell. She reached the top and looked up at the sky. The stars were bright and seemed close enough to touch. Lily waited patiently, and soon tiny specks of stardust began to fall from the sky. She caught some in her hand and put it in a small pouch. With all the ingredients in her bag, Lily returned to the old cottage. She was tired but excited. She carefully laid out the ingredients on the table and opened the big, old book to the page with the potion recipe. She was ready to create the magical potion that could make her dreams come true. To be continued in part to the closing parenthesis. The Magic Potion. Creating a Magical Potion. Part 2. The Creation. Lily stood in the old cottage, the ingredients for the magical potion laid out before her. The moon blossom petals shimmered in the dim light. The water from the fairy springs sparkled in its bottle, and the stardust glowed softly in its pouch. Lily took a deep breath, opened the big, old book, and began to follow the instructions. First, she needed to prepare the moon blossom petals. The book said to crush them gently until they turned into a fine powder. Lily found a small mortar and pestle on the table and began to grind the petals. It took a while, but eventually the petals became a soft, glowing powder. Next, Lily had to mix the moon blossom powder with the water from the fairy springs. She poured the sparkling water into a small bowl and slowly added the powder, stirring it with a wooden spoon. The mixture started to glow brightly, lighting up the entire cottage. The final step was to add the stardust. The book warned that this part was very important. She had to add just the right amount, or the potion wouldn't work. Lily carefully opened the pouch and took a pinch of stardust. She sprinkled it over the glowing mixture and watched as it sparkled and fizzed. The potion was ready. Lily couldn't believe she had done it. The liquid in the bowl shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow. It smelled sweet and magical. Lily carefully poured the potion into a small glass bottle and sealed it with a cork. Lily's heart was pounding with excitement. She knew the potion could make her dreams come true, but she wasn't sure how it worked. She decided to take the bottle home and think about her dream. What did she want most in the world? That night, Lily lay in bed, holding the bottle of potion. She thought about her life, her family, and her village. She realized that her biggest dream was to help others. She wanted to use the magic to make the village a better place for everyone. The next morning, Lily went to the village square. She saw people going about their daily lives, some happy, some struggling. She knew what she had to do. She stood in the middle of the square and opened the bottle. She whispered her wish to the potion and poured a few drops onto the ground. The potion sparkled and spread out in a circle, touching everything and everyone around. The villagers stopped and watched in amazement as the magic took effect. The old, broken houses were repaired and painted. The gardens bloomed with beautiful flowers and fresh vegetables. The air felt cleaner and fresher. People started to smile and laugh. They helped each other with their tasks, shared their food, and played with the children. The village was filled with joy and kindness. Lily's dream had come true, but the magic didn't stop there. As the days passed, the villagers noticed that the fields were more fertile and the animals were healthier. The village became prosperous, and everyone lived in harmony. They all remembered the day when Lily brought the magic potion and changed their lives. Lily was happy to see her village thriving. She continued to explore the forest, learning more about the plants and animals. She became known as the wise girl who brought magic to the village. People came to her for advice and help, and she was always there for them. One day, Lily decided to visit the old cottage again. She wanted to see if there were more secrets to discover. When she arrived, she found the door closed and the cottage clean. It looked like someone had been taking care of it. Lily entered the cottage and saw the big, old book on the table. Next to it was a letter addressed to her. She opened the letter and read, "Dear Lily, you have proven yourself to be kind and brave. You used the magic for the good of others, and for that, you are truly special. The cottage and the book are now yours. Use them wisely and continue to spread kindness and joy. With love, the Fairy Queen." Lily was amazed. She knew she had a great responsibility, but she was ready. She spent her days learning more about potions and magic, helping her village, and exploring the wonders of the forest. She knew that as long as she had the book and the cottage, she could make any dream come true. And so, Lily's adventure continued, filled with magic, kindness, and endless possibilities. The village flourished, and everyone lived happily, knowing that they had a true friend in Lily, the girl who created a magical potion and made dreams come true. The end.